Back at it again, and oh boy. Like, share, comment, and hit that subscribe button if you are new. Democrats are in trouble with this one too. Yeah, it's getting ugly. Let's dive in.
Today marks exactly 1 year from the 2024 presidential election and what could end up being a rematch between Joe Biden and Donald Trump. Our new CBS News poll shows Biden continues to trail Donald Trump in that possible head-to-head. He is now down 3 points. For more on why, we go to Anthony Salvanto. Good morning to you, Anthony.
Good morning, Margaret. To understand those numbers, we wanted to look at views about both today and the future. So first, the number of Americans who think that things are going badly in the country today has hit its high for the year. So you might expect any incumbent to be down as Biden is. But then look at these positive views of what people think will happen for them financially if Donald Trump wins. Way more voters think they'd be better off. And Biden, for his part, hasn't fully convinced as many Democrats that he'd help them.
I'm sorry, this is just hilarious. Financially better off if Biden wins 18%, bro. That is laughable. That is laughable. That number has to be cut in half. I don't believe that many people are I'll be nice, are misguided. Okay, I'll be nice today. Okay, I'm not gonna say what I wanted to say. So yeah, I think part of this is just people being nice with their answers. Y'all let me know. I'd say that number is probably closer to single digits, 9 or 10%. So yeah, this number should be a little bit higher than this. It should be way higher, but hey, it is what it is.
As the middle class still reels from inflation. Then let's look overseas. There's more voters, we find, who think that it's Trump that would keep the U.S. out of a war if he wins. And that's driven by a lot of Republican unity on that idea. Let's look at Israel in particular. Americans sympathize with the Israeli people. Most Democrats think that Biden would show the right amount of support. But Democrats are more divided over military aid to Israel specifically. Margaret?
I hate that this popped up on the screen so you guys couldn't see the whole picture. Actually, I think I have that pulled up. Let me see if I actually have that one. I don't think I do, actually. I lied. Okay. But I have some more clips that I want to show you guys. Because it is getting bad for these Democrats, baby. It is getting ugly. Y'all remember when everyone, well, not everyone, we weren't saying that, but there were a lot of people were saying that Trump can't win on the national stage again. It's impossible. He's unelectable. Yada, 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 yada. Well, now that whole tune has changed. Now they got to admit he can win, and they're calling it scary. Check it out.
Congresswoman Crockett, Karen just talked about a warning sign, well, warning signs across the board, but particularly when it comes to people of color. The New York Times, and they're right about it, says, in a remarkable sign of a gradual racial realignment between the two parties, the more diverse the swing state, the farther Mr. Biden was behind, and he led only in the whitest of 6.
Oh. Yeah, no, it's really scary for me. I'm glad that Karen, the expert, is not as scared. Because here's the deal. Perception is reality. And so when you look at the data that was provided in this poll, it talks about how people feel. And when people decide whether they're going to the poll or whether they're not going to the poll, it's all about how you feel in that moment. And so while the facts may not align with their feelings are dictating their reality. Their reality is that they said that they feel better or they felt better when Trump was in office. But we've been trying to push back. We've got some very popular African-American artists that are out here saying things like, oh, I got checks when Trump was in office. I want those checks again, not understanding that that really came from Congress. So we've got a couple of things, the perception issue, and then we also have an issue as it relates to civics in this country and people not understanding exactly how any of this works.
She called it scary. And then she complained about celebrities coming out and voicing their opinions. But you never complain about when celebrities voice their opinions about Joe Biden. Oh. And push lies about Donald Trump. You never complain about that. You never complain. You just sit back and key and clap for it. Look, see, we got the celebrities on our side. Get out of here. Kick rocks. I wanted to say something else. Don't cry now. This is what you wanted. This is what you created. You encourage these folks to come out and speak. And now that they're coming out and speaking against Joe, it's all of a sudden the problem. Stop it. Not trying to hear it. I got one more clip for y'all.
Chief Washington correspondent John Carl. John, in addition to our poll, New York Times has a poll out this morning showing that Donald Trump is leading in 5 out of the 6 big battleground states. Now, presidents have come back in the past, Ronald Reagan, Barack Obama, but this is tough news for Joe Biden.
Look, this is a wake-up call. This is frightening for not just the Biden White House, not just for Democrats, but for anybody who fears what a return to a Trump presidency would mean.
Watch it. Listen to the crap that comes out of this guy's mouth, man. The fear mongering that he tries to do, because they're utterly panicking. And I got another clip to show you as to why they are panicking. It's incredible. Listen to it.
Can win. The New York Times poll is not the first one to say this. He can win. It is early, and the biggest challenge for Biden is it's not just that people have suddenly fallen in love with the idea of Trump going back to the White House. They haven't. It's that only 23% of the country in our poll thinks the country is on the right track.
Voters don't seem too fazed by the fact that Donald Trump has been indicted so many times, but a conviction could make a difference.
Look, it really could. I mean, we'll see. But I mean, the idea of voting for somebody that's under investigation, even somebody who's been indicted, is one thing. Voting for a convicted felon is another thing entirely.
So, in my opinion, this is what I think is going to happen with all of this situation. Because you have Trump involved in, I don't know, 5 different cases, right? In 5 different places, maybe 4. I don't know. I've lost count. I don't care about the count anymore. Bring some more, matter of fact. Make it 30, okay? Right. All seriousness, but, you have, with those cases, I don't know, hundreds of different, charges. I think they're going to get something to stick in at least one of these cases, if not a couple of them, right? So, but I think people understand that this is all a sham, which is why they're panicking. They tried to smear him before. It didn't work. They tried to hold Russia, and it got exposed. And I always bring up the lady that I showed you guys, the lady who is a Democrat that said that in 2024 she's going to vote for Trump. And she said that because she said something weird is happening. She doesn't like the persecution against Trump that's happening. She hasn't seen anything like this, and it reeks of corruption. And I agree with her, right? I 100% agree, and most people in this country agree, because his poll numbers have only gone up since these indictments started happening. See, this is the establishment's problem. They couldn't just leave Trump alone. Because if we're being honest with each other, and y'all know, I'm as big of a Trump fan as there is. But if we're being honest, Trump was on track to lose. He was on track to lose this coming election, this coming primary. He was trailing DeSantis at one point, but they couldn't just leave him alone. They couldn't just let him fade off into obscurity, into nothingness, right? They couldn't. Now, maybe he would have started to, climb in the polls, whatever, without any of that, maybe. But all I could speak on is what we know. And what we know is that at one point he was trailing DeSantis. That is the truth. Okay. So the more that they talk about this man, the more people realize, actually, I kind of like this guy. In reality, I like this dude. What y'all doing is messed up around here. And they know that. So what I think is going to happen is he'll be convicted on one or two of these charges, right? They're going to get something to stick. They've thrown everything in the kitchen sink at him. Something's going to stick, right? They're going to get some BS thing to stick. Then he's going to take it to the Supreme Court, and we know how that's going to go. And I think people understand that he's being charged in Democrat-run places. So his jury pool is going to be mainly Democrats. So more than likely, they're going to convict him on something. People understand this. People aren't idiots, okay? So this whole thing about, oh, well, if he's actually convicted, I think that's going to change. I don't. Maybe I'm wrong. Y'all let me know in the comment section. If he is actually convicted on something, will your opinion on Trump change, or will your vote for Trump change? Let me know. Mine ain't going to change. Because I already see the playbook. They've thrown 1,000 different charges at him because they know something. They're going to get something to stick at some point in time, right? And he's just going to take it to the Supreme Court. And the Supreme Court knows this is BS. So that's going to get thrown out. And by that time, he's already going to be president. So it ain't really going to matter anyway. But yeah, y'all let me know your thoughts on that in the comment section, please.
Voters have come to terms with what he is talking about doing. He is talking about a campaign of revenge and retribution. There was a fascinating story that is consistent with my reporting in the Washington Post, talking about how he wants to go out and prosecute his political opponents, not just Democrats, but people that served him. John Kelly, his former chief of staff, Mattis, his former defense secretary, Bill Barr, his former attorney general. Are voters really ready to sign up for that? He's talking about... Yes. And we've seen multiple videos from black folks where they said that exact same thing. Now, they said it in a different way. The video I'm thinking of, the guy was like, you can't go after this man this hard and think he's not about to spin the block when he become president again. And spin the block means like he's going to return the favor, basically, in layman's terms. He's going to return the favor. Because if you guys remember, he could have done that when he was president. He could have done that to Hillary. He told her on stage. He chose not to. But this is the game that they wanted to play. This is the monster that you created, Democrats, the Democrat establishment. He's the monster that you created. So, hey, listen, we don't mind it. At least I personally don't. This is what you did to him. What's fair is fair. An eye for an eye. I'm just saying. Like, you can't do this to somebody and just expect them to say, oh, no, it's fine. It's fine, guys. It's fine. I'm going to take my ball and go back to the White House. It's okay. I'll go play by myself. Like, no. People can say, well, that's the politically correct thing to do. But come on now. We live in the real world. Let's be real here. Would you? If you were, okay, I'll pose this question to you all because I know probably what you guys are going to answer. If you were in Trump's shoes, would you go on a revenge tour? Or would you turn the other cheek? Let me know. I'm pretty sure y'all know what I would do. Let's have some fun, baby. Let's have some fun. So, listen, maybe I'm a terrible guy, okay? Maybe, all right? Yeah, but y'all let me know. But you're not about to do this to me, and I'm not going to spin the block. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. Oh, man, let's get back to it, though. But it's just funny to listen to them panic over this. Oh, he's going to go on a revenge tour. He's going to go after his political opponents. Oh, you mean like what they're doing to him currently? So he's just going to do the same thing to them that they did to him? Oh, okay. Well, fine. Easy peasy. Are voters really ready to sign up for that? He's talking about invoking the Insurrection Act on day one, using American troops on the streets of U.S. cities, something he tried to do when he was president last time, but was stopped by his own people. This would be a very radical Trump presidency, much more so than even the first one.
All fueled by a big lie about the last campaign.
Yes.
John Carl, thanks very much. We're going to have coverage of the race 1 year out across.
But let me tell y'all something. Also, the reason why they are panicking is because of this movement for people of color to not vote Democrat. I mean, even some of the farthest left individuals are at least now starting to say, I'm not voting at all. Like, even the farthest left, they're not saying they're going to vote for Trump, but they're just saying, I'm not even going to participate. Okay, I'm not even showing up. I don't even care. And then, of course, you have a lot of other folks who are like, nah, bro, I'm showing up and I'm voting for Trump. What you mean? And I've showed you guys plenty of those clips, but I have a different clip for you guys today coming out of Chirac, aka Chicago. You guys gotta hear this. You gotta hear. I was shocked to hear it. Absolutely shocked. But check it out.
This is a whole new generation. This social media, this is now like, you're not gonna allow this to happen. And we're not gonna allow this to happen because we're gonna force you to do the right thing. And if not, y'all getting out of here. I was in Georgia when they flipped that state blue for the first time.
Listen.
I will knock on every senior's door and make them hold their vote. This place will flip red. It'll be a historical moment. Because y'all not paying attention to them anyway. They're getting displaced. Y'all don't care, but y'all trying to find housing for Venezuelans, for the Latinos, for all that. Y'all keep sending them over here when they need to go back. Y'all, one time have y'all sent ICE there. ICE need to come. There's prostitution that's behind all of these police districts. I live in Streeterville. It's prostitution right up the street. I mean, it's
Yeah, y'all need to hear the rest of that. Hey, these boys in trouble, man. I'm telling you. They are in trouble. Call Craig. Come quick. You know, Trump is up by 10 points with independents. 10 points, guys. But they said he's unelectable. They really tried to pull that one. Trump is unelectable. They actually tried it. Oh, man. Wow. Check this out. Shout out to Benny. We got Trump up plus 10 in Nevada, plus 6 in Georgia, plus 5 in Michigan, plus 5 in Arizona, plus 4 in Pennsylvania. Bro, it's a landslide. It's a wrap. Hey, I better see on election night. I better see Joe Biden walk out with the white flag. I better see him waving a white flag. Otherwise, it's gonna be an absolute slaughter, man. Election-wise, okay, election. You know, in the election, I don't mean like literally, because somebody's gonna try to twist my words somewhere. In the election only. I don't mean physically, okay. Goodness gracious, sheesh, you gotta watch what you say these days, man, because people like to clip stuff, you know. Oh, look, far-right extremists said it's gonna be a. I can see it now. Right, but yeah, man, it's gonna get ugly. Now, I do have to put a caveat on there. We are a long way from the election, 364 days to be exact, I think. So, well, depending on when you watch this. So, if we're gonna be realistic here, it's a long time to change people's opinions. So, we still do have to keep our pedal to the metal at all times up until the day. Okay, we need to be employing and doing the same things that Democrats are doing. Exact same things. Everything that is legal, we need to be doing it. All right, and I will continue to say that until Trump wins, until that night or morning when we all wake up and it's all over the news, and your next president, Donald J. Trump. Oh my goodness. I just imagine that image in my mind, and it's just mwah, chef's kiss, just mwah. It'd be beautiful. It'd be beautiful. Like I might take a month off from like just making videos, you know? Forget about it. I don't even need to make for a month. I'm about to just go celebrate for a month straight. After he wins, you know? But yeah, y'all let me know your thoughts and your opinions about all of this in the comment section below. Peace and love, family. I'm out.